Hi.
He's hanging out on the void.
Get picked.
Oh, see you later, buddy.
Exuma.
Ren, you've turned into a planet.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
That's some pretty impressive echo, man.
I realized this morning that we're like in the void. The void.
But
Hi.
how would a void have echo if there was nothing for the sound to bounce off back at you at?
Derp. That's a
Ren,
really good
come
point.
down from there, you.
Hey, what did
I
you
took
just
away
do?
your flight. I took it away, man. You're not allowed to fly. I'm allowed to fly.
Exuma God, you've smited my
Exuma
flight abilities. Jeez. Well,
Hey,
I can
man,
do it too.
double-
Get out of
Oh,
there. Hey, dude, I got a gift for you, man.
Yes.
Check it out.
Oh, a Baconator.
Come over here,
Hello.
dude. Come over here. Oh, I'm so pumped. I woke up this morning. All I could think about was giving you some presents today, dude. Check it out. Open this thingy. Open this thingy.
We got epic bacon. I found some of this earlier. It was in the backpack. It was making a rotten smell, man.
I left it there for you. But this little Baconator, right? We can leave it in our inventories, and when our hunger gets down to like 3 or something, it just eats for us. So we never have to eat again.
So, can I I can right click on it to eat.
Yep.
Okay, it's holding cooked pork chops at the moment.
Oh, okay.
How do I put the epic bacon in?
So I think you got to shift right click the Baconator.
Okay, shift, right click.
Ding!
It went shiny on me.
Yeah.
Oh, it ate. It ate without me eating. Now there's one in there. Okay, so if I do it again, it didn't eat that time.
Oh, okay. I don't know how it works.
Wait a minute. When it goes shiny, does that mean it's working? It's going to eat for you.
Yeah, it's turned on. Yeah.
But how do I put the epic bacon into it?
That's a question I don't know. Maybe once it's eaten the pork chops.
How did you get yours in there?
Well, I don't think I had any other food in my inventory when I shift right clicked it, and then it just chomped on the epic bacon.
Right. I'm gonna keep my eye on that thing.
Okay.
And then see what it does, because it's got one more pork chop to eat. So if I run around and start stretching my legs and doing some jumping,
okay,
the hunger's gonna go down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, dude.
Yes.
What's it sound like where you are?
I've turned down the sounds of the chickens because they were driving me crazy.
Turn them back up, you.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
I was expecting to hear a smack sound then, but I heard nothing.
I hear buck, 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 buck.
You do?
Buck, buck.
I think that's in your head, young man. Here, come
it
down
might
here.
be. I might have had too much coffee today.
You definitely have, because there's sound mufflers.
Oh, nice! You stopped the chicken cluckage.
Yeah, it just made sense to me. It's one of those things, like I spent an entire episode surrounded by these guys going, man, they make a lot of noise. But today I logged on, bright and early in the morning, and I'm like, oh, sound muffler.
That's amazing.
Which, for all of you who want to know, only costs a wall and a note block, so it's nice and cheap, which is pretty cool.
I've also wired all of their poop into our epic bacon factory.
I noticed.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you something, Ren. Pop down here.
Yeah.
And this is, like, the way you've done it is fine, but there was another way you could have done it. So you pumped it out with its own little transfer node, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, what you could have done is on this one, you could have used the extract. So it has an in-out mode. So it's going to pump items in. And then with the extract, you could have put in an item filter and used it off of the same conduit. It doesn't make a difference. It's just me being all technical, and you know what I'm like.
Typical me overcomplicating modded factories. It's just what I do, okay, X?
You'll learn, you'll pick it up with time, man. Those Ender IO conduits are really cool. But I'm sure you're itching to know what we're going to do today.
I am. I mean, I literally woke up about half an hour ago, so I don't know.
One of the first things we're going to do is find out where that extra power is going, because if you start to fly, I'll fall down.
Yep.
Is how this works.
Get out of the sky, bro!
And I take damage as well. That's not good. Right.
Yep.
Got to be super careful with this, because one of us is going to be floating above the void at some point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But today is the day where we start refined storage. Now, you know refined storage.
Amazing.
I know refined storage, but for anyone who doesn't, this is where the inventory game changes, right?
Yep.
No more searching through chests, no more janky walls of items.
Ugh.
Which, to be fair, were pretty useful for a while, but it's very disorganized. Hey, we're still going to make use of this stuff. But what we're going to do is build a refined storage system, and everything is going to be just dandy. So I've been collecting materials, and I've been putting them into this chest. So for anyone who wants to do this, get yourself a crazy amount of quartz-enriched iron, silicon, a few stacks of diamonds, gold, and iron, and some glass as well, and you will be set to start making this stuff.
I got power X. We're gonna look at this.
Ren,
this is gonna
slow down, you
dude.
We don't need to run no cables around our base.
We need power for the solderers, man.
Ren, it's time to go wireless.
Wireless? Gee, is this 2053?
No. Check your calendar. It is not 2053. I do wonder what Minecraft will be like in 2053.
Yep. Probably just playing it like in our brain.
Spawning in your base. I think he's coming to give you a hug.
No. Where?
Somewhere over here. Where did he go? I definitely saw a zombie. I'm not.
Oh, there he is. Hi.
He's hanging out on the void.
Get picked.
See you later, buddy.
I like how you just stood there and let me do the dirty work. Cheese.
Yeah, I wanted to see your combat skills. You know, I wanted to see what the ReNDoG is about.
Yeah. So wireless power, dude. That's awesome. We're going to be sending electricity through the air. I mean, that doesn't sound very safe, but okay. Let's try.
It's completely safe. What you got to look up is something called flux, right? And where we are at in the game, as always, we want to let the peeps know how this is done. We've got like all the things that we need from our mob farm and from this over here. So with redstone, you can make flux, which you make by putting it in a smeltery, a furnace, something like that.
I see this jazz.
The other thing that you need is obsidian. We made our obsidian farm.
Well,
and you also...
it's my obsidian farm.
Well, you made one and I made one. Quiet.
Mine was better.
It is. It produces a lot more obsidian, that's for sure. So you need obsidian, you need flux, then you need eye of enders. And I was running around the base asking you for some blaze powder. We were looking in chests, and then you came over here and you pointed out that we're already farming it. And I was like, I am such a derp.
Yeah, we got 1,700 of the stuff, you know?
Exactly. So we ain't short on this. And so it means that we can craft up everything that we need. So in here we have, bam, the flux plug. I've got 2 of those. We only need 1 to begin with, but this is going to make our lives so much easier whenever we need power. So if we go down below and take one of these flux plugs, what we're going to do is plug it into our capacitor bank.
Will this flux thingy take any type of power, like RF, G, grid power, like EU?
I believe in this pack it's mostly all RF. It's a good question. I honestly don't know.
It looks really cool. Look at that thing.
This capacitor bank is going to get bigger over time, right? We're going to extend it downwards. We're going to upgrade it. So everything will run off of this. If we plop down the plug, what we have to do... Does it look cool?
I think it looks pretty cool. Like, in your hand, it looks cool.
I wouldn't look at it and think that's sending wireless power.
No.
But, I mean, it's all right. If you open it up, what we have to do is create a new network. So I'm going to call this the Logfellas power.
Unfortunately, I've been denied access. I don't have permission to access the network.
I might be able to change that for you. Well, I've created Logfellas power, so this thing is now transmitting. We'll have a look at permissions in a second and see if I can get you to open it as well. But you're going to see that the power is going to come to the refined storage unit.
I can feel my brain being microwaved right now. I don't think this thing's very safe, dude.
Dude, it'll be fine. Don't you worry. Just don't stand directly between the different plugs, you know.
Now I understand the googly eyes, man. It's you and your wireless electricity. No, do I have googly eyes? No,
you don't. Neither of us had googly eyes today.
Okay, so there's the receiver. Look at that. That's epic.
Yeah, man. All I had to do was select our network, and you can make loads of networks. So we can give each network, like each thing, its own name. So let's say we need power over the chickens, we make a chicken network.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
That's epic.
I should have called that refined storage network.
You know, the reason that I really love refined storage is I think that it's one of the mods that has the most organization in it. You know, mods are generally kind of unorganized. But check this out. Like this thing in the middle that's glowing, this is like the brain of the operation. Right? Yeah. And in here, we can see any of the refined storage stuff that's attached to the brain, which is sweet.
And it tells you the amount, so we can see that there's 17 cables as well.
So our soldiers are fired up.
Yeah,
nice.
They're fired up. And the next stage involves a lot of crafting, right? There's machines that we need to make. And the way you get started is by chucking in some diamonds. and gold, because you're going to need the little things that they make, and you're going to need a lot of them. And also, I should have put some silicon in there as well. So I'm going to grab 2 stacks of silicon, another stack of each of those. We'll start making all these bits and bobs, and we'll show you how it all comes together. Ren, I'm taking damage.
You're sick, my friend. You need a doctor.
What I need is some bacon.
Oh, yes, of
this
course.
This Baconator ain't feeding me. How do I put food into it, man? I'm going to die.
Okay. Maybe stick the epic bacon in the hot bar.
It just took it all.
Oh, it did?
It did it. Yeah. I held down shift when I put it in the hotbar next to it, and it all zapped inside. Hey, I got 44 out of 64 epic bacon. That is so cool. Yeah. I also noticed it had been eating for me as well, right? So I'm just going to hide this somewhere else in my inventory. And from what you've been telling me, I don't ever have to eat again. Is that right?
That's the theory. I'm about to go into one hunger bar 2 now, so we'll see. I'm not going to eat anything. I'm just going to leave the little Baconator in there and see what happens.
Okay, just run around and do circles, and it'll run out in no time.
Oh, there we go. It just went home.
Nice. Awesome.
Oh,
automatic eating, and now we're going to make some automatic storage as well. If the peeps could see what we've just been doing for the last minute or two, they'd be crying.
Yeah.
We're discussing how to tactfully deal with a rogue chest that is unfortunately in a position where we want to place blocks.
And it's jam-packed with... What? Dude!
I've decided that's how we're going to deal with it. This item collector has filled that chest up immediately, right?
Okay, yeah.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this like a pro. I'm going to try and pick that up. Yes. Yeah. Now put it on there.
Boop.
Nice! Oh, man. Dude, that was so easy.
That was awesome. We probably should have moved these chests over here, though, because they're still going to get in the way later. You fool.
Oh, man, they are sort of, like, still just in the way. Man, my brain is wrecked, Ren. My brain is wrecked. But we have been crafting.
Yes.
And I should mention there are a few more materials that you needed to have gathered, like redstone, glowstone, and quartz. Lucky for us, we're farming all of those things from the SIP, so nice and easy there.
Getting loads of that jazz.
You did the storage. I've crafted some blocks that are very important. You guys know how to look these things up and learn how to place them. So what you'll need is your crafting grids.
Yep.
You're going to need your pattern grid, your crafting monitor, and also this is in the way, Ren. Actually, it's kind of not. We'll put our disk drive at the end here.
Okay.
So this is going to be where we store items. Now you've got the discs right there, haven't you?
I got them. I got them. I'm gonna plug them in.
Nice. Fill them up. Fill them up, man. Put them in.
So the reason...
look at that.
Look at that. Oh, okay, wait. And the one in my offhand. I love the way they look. Look at it. It looks like a little server.
It does. It does. And now we've got 4K storage.
Ooh.
4,000 items to be stored.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. We should actually start off by putting some items in there, but it means we've got to make an importer and an exporter and stuff like that. So I'm going to explain what each of these are. Crafting grids allows you to look at all the items in your system and put them into a crafting bench, and you can like shift-click recipes into the crafting grid.
I'm going to start putting some stuff in there. Okay.
Oh, we can do that because, we can use our inventory. For some reason in my head, I thought the only way to get items in is to import them. Cool. Check it out. We got. I'm just going to put everything in there now.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to start emptying out this chest.
Dude, this thing's going to be fill up with junk so quickly.
Yep.
So that's the crafting grid. Then you got your pattern grid. This is where you create patterns. So you put some... Ren, you need to have a look at this because you don't know about the pattern side of this mod.
No.
So open that one up. We've got 2 patterns right there. One of the first things we're going to automate is how to make the crafter, right? That's the thing that automatically crafts. So I'm going to shift-click that into there. We've got the all dictionary clicked. And then we are making a pattern that tells a crafting machine how to craft that item, okay?
Okay, dude, I'm going to start moving over all of these things that we made. You know what's really cool about refined storage is that when you actually look at the names of the items, everything starts to make sense. So what I mean is, what you do initially is you create things called basic processes, and then you turn those basic processes into advanced processes, and then you turn those components into a computer. So it's kind of like building your own computer at home.
Are you ready to automate automation?
Yes. That sounds fancy, dude.
It does sound fancy. Let's throw down a crafter over here, okay?
Ooh.
This is... I want that crafter to face upwards. This is like an independent crafter that can do crafting, like you and I can do in a crafting bench, right?
Okay. Yep.
Now, I showed you how to make a pattern earlier. I've got that pattern on me. We can now tell our machine to make crafters for us because I put the pattern inside of this crafter over here.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Okay, so come with me.
Okay.
And have a look inside our crafting grid. Scroll down to the bottom and you'll see that there is a crafter and it says craft.
This is blowing my mind. I didn't even know you could do this with refined storage.
It's so cool, right? So I'm going to click on that.
Yeah.
In fact, you should click on it. And select 8 of them in total. And then click start.
Beep.
Let me know when you've done that.
Okay. Crafting preview. Oh, it's missing 8 machine casings.
Give it 1 second. I'm going to make those machine cases for you. So now what we should do, right, is we should make a recipe for that. And it would be... In fact, I should have done that because that's a really good example of how this works. So I'm now creating a pattern for the machine casing, and I'm going to put it in our crafter over here, and now it would know how to do that. So request 10 of those crafters, and then when you've done that, we're going to look in this crafting monitor. Have you got 10 of those bad boys yet?
I have selected 10 to make begin. Okay, it's ready to go.
Okay,
Boom.
over here, crafting monitor. Bam. It's done.
It's done.
Click on it.
Yeah, it's finished.
Okay, sweet.
It's done its business.
So it not only did it make the crafters, it also made machine casing for us as well.
Amazing.
You follow?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if we grab those suckers... Oh, you've already got them, right?
Yep.
Now, this next bit might be tricky. Don't get too carried away. Don't get too carried away. With the rest of those, I need you to place them here, but they kind of need to face downwards as well, right? So see if you can plop them onto that facing down.
All right, let's see. So if we go a bit of this
No,
action...
it doesn't work like that. It's based on the way that you're facing. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that I missed a step here, Ren, so why don't we take a step back. I'm going to show you this processing pattern encoder over here, Ren.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
yeah.
so what we did so far with using patterns is we told it how to, craft something like you do in a crafting bench. If you're going to use a machine, because now we're going to automate the use of these solderers, you have to use this little block right here, the process pattern encoder.
Okay,
so
cool.
when we put our patterns into here, we want to click the OR dictionary. I'm going to go into NEI and I'm going to select basic processor, right? And now I can move the items into this thing and it's going to know that this pattern works with the soldering machine, right?
Okay, nice. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to throw that at you. Have a look at that. We just created it with that machine. So if we put that into a crafter that is attached to the solderer, it's then going to be automatically using the solderer for us.
Amazing. So
Makes sense?
Is that going to work like that, or is...
I think it does, but it looks horrible.
Yeah.
But there's a step we missed here anyway, so we got to do one more thing. I'm telling you, Ren, we have been so prepared that we are just taking this to the next level. We're basically automating, or have now automated, refined storage. So whatever we want from refined storage is now available. Have a look in this crafting station. Hold down Shift.
Oh,
right?
look at that.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Like, if you hold down Shift, you'll see what the pattern is for. So what I want you to do is take those ones, right? There's 7 in total. Okay. And then put them into the crafters above the solderers, but space them out, right?
Yeah. Okay, so this solderer is going to make the iron one. This one's going to make the gold one. This is so awesome.
Yes. The reason we space them out, though, is because if you put them all into one, it will only be able to do one at a time, right?
Oh, yeah, and then it's going to take forever.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Right, so now, like, if you look at refined storage on NEI, I've pretty much made a recipe for everything there. I've skipped a few, like, fluid storage and storage blocks and some of these upgrades that we'll probably never need. But over here in the crafters, Ren, if you come over here and use that shift trick again, you can see that recipes for all sorts of stuff are in here. And again, what I've done is I've spaced them out a little bit. So, like, the components of the storage disks are in separate ones. So we can now craft a 64K storage disk. Yes. But it will do it quickly because they're in different ones.
Can I do that? Can I make a 64K storage?
I don't know that we got the materials in here, Ren. That's the next objective for us that we're going to have to do another time, is get all of our materials into this system. But if you open the grid
I'm going to
scroll down to the bottom, you can see everything that we can tell the system.
Dude, we've got everything
now.
for a 64K. I'm going to crank it. Yeah.
Do it, crank it, and then check the crafting monitor. Oh man,
look at
there
this.
it goes.
It's just doing it automatically. Like, I mean, this saves so many hours of just sitting here grinding items and stuff, right?
Yeah, man. Like, we were talking about this. You're still doing that on mod source, right?
Yeah. On Hermit back, you mean?
Yeah, that's the one. I call it a mod source from time to time. So I think it's struggling to find the machine. We might have made a mistake here. Do you want to use that wrench and turn those around? I think you might have placed them correct the first time. And also below the solderers we have importers, so they can take the items out when they're done, right?
Okay.
Hopefully that keeps all the contents. It does. Which one had the diamond processor in?
Okay, I'm
I
flipping
think you're
these
getting to
ones
it now.
in the right way with the Yeti wrench.
Okay, it's now doing it.
Oh, I heard a boop.
You were right all along, man.
Sweet.
You knew how to do it. I didn't.
Freaking noob. Oh, oops.
Oh, look at this. So 3 advanced processors, when it's done making those, will have an automatic 64K disc.
X, dude, I'm going to be upgrading our machine today with a GeForce 1080 and 64K.
64K disc.
Of stuff.
Go for it, my man.
Yeah. Check it out. Check it out. Boom, baby. 72K items we can now store in this little system.
We are only using 4% at the moment. I'm gonna get right to work, man. I've got me an importer ready. Let's import these items. Is what I'm saying. I mean, it's junk at the moment.
And super slow, but that's okay.
It is slow, but hey, now we can automatically make speed upgrades, Ren. You know what I mean?
Oh, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, listen, we were supposed to crank open some loot cases today. But,
yeah, but we've kind of run away with time here, haven't we?
Yeah, we've kind of run out of time. So tomorrow, next episode, X, we've got to
crank open more than usual to make up for it, right?
Okay, so we're gonna crank open like way more than usual. Okay.
All right then, peeps. That is it from us this episode of Sky Factory. If you have enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, and we will see you next time. Ciao for now.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.